How the MASC Hyannis conference had a huge impact on my life on today's Think Share. Hello humans, welcome to the Think Share. My name is Zach. I'm here to bring to what I've been thinking about, sharing about, talking about, listening to, reading about that doesn't belong in math class. If you're new to the channel, I invite you to subscribe. Back in 2005 was my first Hyannis MASC conference. I had gone to a couple previous conferences regionally, and this was my first statewide one. I was the only freshman to get to go on this field trip with mostly all seniors. Really the major difference that was made for me by going to this was a whole new level of confidence. Back in middle school, I was bullied pretty much endlessly. Called a crybaby. There were a couple times in school where I'd cried over arguably stupid things. Back in 8th grade, they noticed my hair was blonde on my legs, and so they thought I shaved my legs. I had this kind of interesting reputation of being sort of a sensitive, crybaby, sissy kind of person. I realized that people my age could actually relate to me like something else other than what I thought. I thought I was pretty much always going to be labeled as a sensitive crybaby person. When I went to MASC, I was introduced to probably a couple hundred people, and the opportunity for me was to have all these people my age relate to me as someone bigger and better than who I thought myself was. As I got bullied throughout middle school, I started to think that I was all those things that people were telling me. That had a huge impact on my self-confidence. Going to this conference, meeting all these people, and being forced outside of my comfort zone. As many of you that have gone to these conferences know, they have you do energize and you kind of peer pressure yourself into doing them. Brown squirrel, shake your bushy tail, So by pushing me to do things like that, I was forced to relate to myself as a different person. I had to get uncomfortable in doing that, became comfortable doing the uncomfortable. One of the huge things for me was talking to girls. 8th grade, both for signing my cast, because I had messed up my wrist, and signing my yearbook. There are a couple girls that I was really intimidated by, that I would actually stutter when going to talk to them. Those two moments will always be ingrained in my brain for the fact that I had such a challenge talking to some of the girls in my grade that I couldn't even get the words out straight. Bruh. So for me to go to this conference and interact with other girls, that they were much easier to talk to, and I gained confidence being able to talk to people of the opposite sex, which was really huge for me as a freshman because I was nervous, I was scrawny, I was not 6'5" like I am now, and I just really lacked confidence. What I would say to the teachers out there or the parents out there that are concerned that your kids are going to this silly conference and they're gonna be gone for 3 days and it's they're losing 3 days of academic time. I really want to lay to rest your worries. Your students are about to go through a huge social event where they are not being constrained like they normally are in school. In high school, you're always trying to not stick out like a sore thumb, and sometimes you're just trying to get by the day. At this conference, students are not doing that. They're getting an opportunity to meet people all over their state, gain networking skills, which we all know are super important, gain ideas from them, and gain confidence about who they are, what they're capable of, and who they could be in the future that they're not gonna get from any day at school. So I would lay to rest any concerns you have about them missing work, because the life experience that they're about to have could possibly outweigh anything that they could accomplish in 3 days at school. For me, I gained confidence to talk to girls. If it had taken me a couple more years, it's actually possible I wouldn't be married by now. I got the confidence to relate to myself as someone else other than this sort of crybaby. Made the trajectory of my high school career that much different, to the point where I was running for student council president by senior year, rather than maybe being just a mediocre, normal level socialized student. Again, I think that could have if I had not gained that could have stunted my growth in college in terms of being social. So I would say that because freshman year I went to this, I would say that set me up for huge success throughout high school and throughout college, and has made life that much better because I started that early. For students about to go to the conference, I invite you to find what it is that you're most fearful of. Are you most fearful of talking to the opposite sex? Are you most scared of talking to teachers or authority? Are you most afraid of doing energizers in front of people or public speaking? I would say take this 3-day opportunity to do one of those things you're really afraid of. Because if you are to go to this conference, you want to get more out of it than you paid for it. And that, I think, is what you can do. Find something that you're afraid of that you will have the possibility of experiencing in these 3 days and do it. For me, when I was in junior year, I actually ran for state vice president. I got to speak in front of 1,100 people. Had never done that before. That's still the greatest amount of people I've ever spoken in front of. I hope that will change in the future, but that's still my record. Let me know in the comments, what has this conference done for you as someone that's already attended, or what are you hoping to get out of this experience if you're new to. That's all for today. If you like this, give it a like.